I kept stopping myself. And then I, at some point, just made this like realization. What is up, guys? I wanted to share with you a very big work in progress, which is my shop. Years ago, when I was in California, I had like a real shop. It was in a garage, and I had all sorts of tools. And there, most of them are in storage right now because I have. We rent right now, and we get this cool little like back porch. You can see it's not very wide, so it's like, I don't know, 5 feet. Yeah, it's about 6 feet from side to side. We got this cool barn door that opens up. This actually used to be part of a laundry thing. You can see these things here. It was one of those like they'd have those like things that you hang the laundry on, and like you'd spin it and then like hang it. Anyway, it's way back in the day. It's something very typical out here. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get much more creative with my space. And so I got this bench. This was from Harbor Freight, and it's actually a damn fine bench. It's actually a lot more solid than I would have expected from Harbor Freight. And so I'm setting up this kind of, you can see this place is a huge mess. We're trying to like reorganize the house. This has been kind of a low priority, but I'm trying to make it more of a high priority. But I wanted to show you the current state of it so you could see how it evolves. And so I have basically over to here. There's not much space to walk in through here. You can just kind of like sneak by. And then this is actually storage. That's mostly Maggie's craft storage. So I'm not really going to touch that. I would love to have that space. That would be awesome to like have like a extension here for the wood for the top, and maybe have my chop saw and whatever else hooked up over there. But that's okay. I got what I got, so I'm trying to work with it. This is way more than I had last year or 6 months ago. So I love this. I love that I can open up this door, and the only real challenge here is not the size. Obviously, that is a challenge, but I can work with that. But in the winter time, it gets cold. There's no insulation here, so it gets cold. But I do have this guy, this heater that I got last year, but it didn't come with any mounting software mounting brackets. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mount it up there. This is a solid enough wall, and I'm going to use this guy here. This is a TV mount that will come out of the wall, and then you can like angle it. I got a really nice TV mount back when we had our TV mounted at our last place, and I saved it because this thing was like $50, $70, whatever it was. So don't throw away your stuff. Be a hoarder like me, and that stuff you can use for your other crafts. So I'm actually looking forward to that. This is a recent pickup. Just got this. I need to replace the blade. This is a bandsaw, little bandsaw guy. And so I made this little tabletop just out of some plywood. I stained it just because, I like it. I could beat this thing up if I need to. It's a shop. But this was a set of shelves that we had, and I said, okay, well, let me just put a top on it, and then I can make it into a working surface. But it's very much in progress, and I wanted to show that before. Eventually, I'm going to show it off because I want to. Because I'm actually very happy with myself that I came to terms. I kept being like, I wish I had a shop. I would do this if I had a shop. If only I had a shop, I could do X, whatever X was. And I just kept getting in my own head. And so I kept stopping myself. And then I, at some point, just made this like realization. Well, I'm an apartment woodworker. What can I do? And I've seen some people do some woodworking within like a regular bedroom. I really like this because it's such a challenging and unique scenario. Like this door is phenomenal. I love this thing. I like to sit out here sometimes and just have coffee, or sometimes like sketch stuff. I try to do just like woodworking here. or crafting stuff, but I like to just try to keep it that way. Over in here, we have our dryer. Our apartment's kind of janky. Our washer is in our kitchen, and then the dryer is out here. But I have, look at this mess. This is great. Again, we've been trying to reorganize. So like this has become a dumping ground for inside the house too. But I got this we had these shelves here already. So I'm just kind of like trying to organize it. Some stuff is getting just like thrown up, and it's just like, I think Adam Savage calls it like a puzzle piece, or one of those puzzle boxes where like you have to move 10 things to move the one thing where you need it, but that one thing needs to go 10 other places in order to get to his final destination. And then you just got to keep moving everything around. And that's basically where we're at. So my goal is to hopefully by the fall have this, I'm going to call it done. It's never going to be done, but done enough to be able to like reach for stuff easily. That's our attic space. But this is where I have some additional wood. I've kind of tied up, like it's just in there with some twine. So I'm just trying to be as creative as I can. I put in these little shelves, talked to my landlord. He said, yep, no problem. Just throw it in between the studs. And I got to put more of that stuff in, but got some clamps up here. But I wanted to show this off, not so much as a, like look what I got, but more of a like look where I'm starting from, because I'm so excited to see how this journey goes and progresses, and see where I end up. And I wanted it to kind of hopefully inspire you to be a little more thoughtful with what you do have, that maybe you could start something that you really want to start. And yeah, learn from me and my own brain stopping me. There's a better, more articulate way to say that. But Maggie just got home, and we got to jump out and go have dinner. So I'm under the gun now. But yeah, guys, and gals, I'll see you next time, and be good to each other.